Russia may have just scored a major win in its war on Ukraine, not on the battlefield, but underground. According to the French newspaper Le Figaro, Russian forces have reportedly seized a major lithium deposit near the village of Shevchenko, in Ukraine's Donetsk region. It's just 3 kilometers from the Dnipropetrovsk border. And this is no ordinary patch of land. We're talking about 40 hectares of lithium-rich territory. One of Europe's most promising reserves of what's now called white gold. The takeover was confirmed through geolocated combat footage and independent battlefield maps. This marks the first strategic mineral site to fall under Russian control since Ukraine signed a critical minerals agreement with US in May. The timing couldn't be worse. Why does this matter? Lithium is essential to the clean energy economy. It powers electric vehicle batteries, consumer electronics, energy storage systems, even aerospace alloys and military tech. And while prices have dropped, from over $80,000 per ton in 2022 to about $8,500 per ton in China now, demand is still high and growing fast. This site near Shevchenko had already caught the eye of foreign investors. Ukraine had marked it as a priority exploration zone to reduce its dependence on imported raw materials. In fact, it was being considered for development under a new 50-50 US-Ukraine investment fund. That fund was meant to back joint mining and infrastructure projects inside Ukraine. But with this Russian advance in Donetsk, that deal is now hanging by a thread. The site was one of Ukraine's most valuable deposits, especially for battery-grade lithium. The village of Shevchenko itself may not offer much tactical value, but the resource under it gives long-term leverage. It opens up control over global industrial supply chains and strengthens Russia's grip on critical resource corridors in eastern Ukraine. Mikhail Zernov, head of US-based Critical Metals Corp., which had held a license for the Shevchenko site, said, "If Russian troops keep advancing, they'll take more territory, and with it, more mineral deposits." This isn't just about military wins anymore. It's about economic warfare. Ukraine's Ministry of Energy and Environment had designated the Shevchenko area as a high-priority zone. But now, with Russian boots on the ground, Kyiv has lost both regulatory control and investment access. That throws the future of US-Ukraine mineral partnerships into serious doubt. Analysts say this is part of a larger Russian strategy, not just to win the war, but to cripple Ukraine's long-term recovery. By targeting assets with lasting economic value, Russia may also be limiting Western access to raw materials it needs for its energy transition. Just days earlier, on June 16th, Ukraine had made progress under the US minerals deal, opening its Dobra lithium deposit to private investors. But with Shevchenko now in Russian hands, the message is clear. This war isn't just about land anymore. It's about the resources shaping the future.